Hello, everyone. Going to go ahead and get started with the week 4 housekeeping items. From the agenda perspective, in this video, I'm going to cover feedback on homework and quizzes. Should be the same as the first 3 weeks inside the class. The assignment 1.2, the Math Resource Center assignment, is now closed and no more submissions. We'll review and take a look at that. Feedback on discussion forum from week 2 should be inside the class portal gradebook. We'll go over that again. Honor practice test, if you have not completed that the first 3 weeks, as a friendly reminder, we'll go over that as well. Our second graded forum in week 4, we'll talk about some strategies to be successful on that, as well as my availability during the week. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, same thing as the first 3 weeks. As you continue to complete homework, quizzes, etc., those scores are automatically updated to the class portal gradebook. All my stat lab assignments, with the exception of the final exam, are open from day 1, remain open through the last day of class. Homework practice, midterm exam practice, final exam, that is practice until mastery, unlimited attempts throughout the 11 weeks, and quizzes can be taken up to 3 times with the best score recorded to the class portal gradebook. Just as a reminder, if for some reason you have not enrolled into my stat lab as of week 4, this video is available inside of the class portal in terms of how to enroll inside of my stat lab, how to complete a homework or quiz using it, as well as viewing the detailed feedback. So if you have not viewed that through the first 3 weeks, strongly encourage you to take a look at that announcement. This has some great information in it in terms of utilizing my stat lab throughout the scope of the course. Okay, assignment 1.2. Inside the class portal gradebook should be the final score for that assignment out of 5 points. This assignment is now closed, and this applies to anyone with or without an accommodation approved by the university. So this assignment, as I announced back week 1, was only open for the first 3 weeks of the course. So no further submissions of this assignment can be done. Feedback of discussion 2.1, we talked about that last week, should be inside the class portal. Just as a reminder, discussion forums cannot be posted late to, regardless of the reason. Only exception to that is a documented accommodation via the university, and I've already addressed with you if that applies to you. So again, the score on discussion 2.1 is final unless otherwise noted via email to you. Analog practice test, we've talked about that here the first 3 weeks of the course. It does remain open through week 11, so maybe the first 3 weeks of the class you changed out your PC or device. You can reopen that again, make sure everything is in working order in terms of your hardware, software, internet connection, that your camera's working, as well as your microphone working to utilize HonorLock. So if you did it once before and you want to do it again, feel free to do so. It's only required once to earn the 5 points on the assignment. If you have not completed it, I would strongly encourage you to take a look at this as soon as possible so that if there are issues, we can work through them so that you're ready to go come week 11 to take the final exam. Technical issues with HonorLock will not be grounds for an incomplete or an extension via the final exam. So please be proactive. If this is something you haven't looked at, please look at it this week. And then during the course of the next several weeks, we can resolve any issues if you're running into them. Week 4 is a graded discussion. It's worth 15 points. All discussion forums in this course are worth 15 points. So 9 points for the initial post, 3 for the first response, 3 for the second response. Just like any other forum, it opens Monday at 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time. The forum closes for any postings to it at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time. Discussion forums are not open early and are not accepted late unless you have a documented accommodation with the university, and I've already addressed that via email to you if that applies. So initial post is worth 9 points. If your initial post is not in by 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Thursday, you lose 9 of the 15 points. Now, if it's made Friday, Saturday, or Sunday Mountain Time, it will count as a response, but it will not count towards the 9 out of the 15 points. First quality response is worth 3 points. Second one is 3 points as well. Again, discussion forums close 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Sunday and are not accepted late unless a documented accommodation. D2L is the official timekeeper of the posting. Again, just like what we mentioned week 2 in that graded discussion forum, you wait until 11:55 p.m. on a Thursday night Mountain Time, and you're typing it out, and it posts at 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Friday. It's not going to count for the 9 points. It will count as a response. So don't wait until late Thursday evening. I cannot stress that enough. Again, that initial post is a placeholder of the hello posting for attendance and ellipse. Does not count. You will be coached on that with a snapshot of the posting via email to you, as well as the deletion of that post, because it does not count for points, nor does it count for attendance. Student must post first. Just like any other forum, you need to make your initial posting first before you see any other responses out there. Quality of the postings, again, we've already addressed the don't do placeholders. Responses should not be one sentence. Hey, you did a good job, or great post. You have several options, just like what we talked about week 2. There is a quality response opportunity forum after you made your initial post where you can take a homework problem, go out and demonstrate from week 4's homework, saying, okay, I did problem 5 out of homework 4, show your process of how you solved that. You'll also have the option, if you make your initial post Monday through Thursday, I will typically have a follow-up question. You can respond to that, do the mathematics behind that or the statistics behind it. That would earn you the 3 points. Responding to someone else, not just with a, hey, you did a good job on it, but showing the mathematics, showing another supporting example. But typically, if it involves an example or a calculation, it's going to earn the full points on that given posting. So again, stay away from the good job post. You can say somebody did a good job, but support why they did the good job versus just the one sentence blurb to make the requirement on it, because it's not going to count for points. Okay, demonstration of week 4's forum. We are talking about the difference between, let me get my pen here, these two concepts, discrete variables and continuous variables. What I'm wanting to see are examples of each of these, as well as, since we are in week 4 talking about the discrete case, is there a way that you can calculate, as an example, the expected value of a discrete variable? This is covered inside of homework 4. So if you're looking at some suggestions of what to utilize, show examples of each of these, and then take a look at the beginning of homework 4 and apply your findings of a discrete variable in terms of what central tendency can come out of it. There is the expected value, which is the mean of discrete variables. You also can look at how do you calculate the standard deviation, as well as the dispersion of a discrete variable. So that is addressed at the beginning of homework 4. That is what you want to focus on in terms of your initial post here. Clear out this. And last but not least, My availability for the week, just like the first 3 weeks, typically I'm available Monday through Friday with a benchmark to get back with you within 24 hours. Typically, it will be quicker than that. After Saturday morning, I'm typically not available Saturday afternoon as well as Sundays. If you send a communication during that time, odds are you're not going to get a response until sometime Monday morning. If I have the bandwidth, I will respond, but there is no guarantee you're going to get responses Saturday afternoon and or Sundays. Contact information hasn't changed. There's my email address. You do have the Google phone number that's listed there. It goes directly to voicemail, and then you're replied back to via email. Have a great week 4. Let me know if there's any questions or concerns. Thanks.